Okay. It says, yep, it says recording. Sweet. Okay, guys. Hi, guys. I'm going to just give it a few more minutes, but I'm going to start my intro. I do social media marketing for small business, and I'm happy to help everyone. I'd rather just knock this out and answer all these questions now versus everyone just keep asking the same stuff over and over again. I am going to share with my team this recording, but I did want to just keep it to you guys because we've all been working really hard with Sarah. So, but yeah, and then I'll have the chat over here. So if you guys have any questions, and I'm going to mute everyone for right now, but I don't know how to do that. You'd think after a couple times of Zoom, I would know what I'm doing. Where is the mute? Sorry, I'm just trying to mute everyone. Okay, mute all. And then if you guys want to talk or jump in while I'm talking, feel free, or just chat. Okay, now it's just me. So how do I build a following on my Facebook business page and keep it growing? You're welcome for your time, my time, Maddie. So essentially what the whole social media marketing really is you guys are going to want to be doing quality content on your business pages as well as on your personal pages. There are people that do have success with throwing up keto all the time, but eventually that's going to get old and you're going to stall out. So what you guys want to be doing is a mix between you and your lifestyle and keto and how they combine together. So if you guys are out at the park with your kids and you have Max mixed up, you'll want to do something with you running around with your kids. Look how much I have so much energy, even with this pink drink. I can keep up with the kids, or something along those lines. I don't have kids, so I'm just trying to relate to people that do. But something like that. Or like for me, for example, I don't have a kid, but I have a dog. So if I'm like when I'm able to, being able to walk down, run to the gym or be able to walk the dog, I'll say the same type of similar thing. Walking with the dog, can't believe I have this much energy to go X miles, or something like that. So you'll want to really be creating content that's geared towards your lifestyle versus please buy my stuff. When sales happen, that's when you can kind of be like, okay, 30% off keto or whatever we have. That's when it's okay. But my tip for that would be to go back and delete all that, because when somebody new comes, visits your page and sees that you're a direct salesperson, they're going to be instantly turned off. And I say that because when I meet new people, I instantly stalk their pages and I am like, no, I don't want anything to do with it if it doesn't bring me value. So my point there is the way you grow a business page is providing value. There are places that you can source ketogenic lifestyle recipes and stuff like that. I'll bring it up now and I'll screen share with you. This is a paid service, but you guys are able to, and I'll put this in the chat for you guys. It's called Epicenter. I don't even know how to say it, but it's a really good, whenever it decides to load, source for you guys to do search keto stuff. Sorry guys, I don't know why. I live in Reading, Pennsylvania, and this service is terrible. So you'll create an account. Again, it is paid, but there's like a 14-day trial. So what you can do is you can do the 14-day free trial and source as much free content as you can. But if you don't want to do something like this, I just like this because I see the same articles being shared among all of our provers. So it's really nice to like go in here and see what's trending. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time. I don't really know what's happening, but you guys get this. I just posted it in the group. You guys can create it. It's like a Google, but it's for content. You can search keywords. I use this for my clients. All right. Okay, so I'm back. Everyone good so far? You guys can hear me? I'm not stalling or anything? You guys can feel free to unmute too.
Mandy, is that site like generic articles, or does it have the authors, or is it like one of those things where you can share it and not, forgive me for, I mean, I don't mean to sound bad when I ask this, but not like claim like the author. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you can, it's a trending, so for the last, if you get like depending on what plan you guys buy, and I really do recommend buying it. It's not that expensive. I think it might be like $20 a month or something, or realistically, you can use Google. I just do it for my clients because I just build it into their packages, and I have clients across the board that I can't always find stuff. But for ketogenic, especially since it's like the number one Googled diet the last year, probably going to be for 2017, you'll be no short of content, but you want to find quality articles. And so, yeah, this is a place that sources trending popular articles that have already been shared a bunch of times. So what you want to do in that term, to go back to the original question of how you grow your business page, you're going to want to tag that person. So if it's like Keto Girl or something, you're going to be like, thanks Keto Girl for sharing this cool article on blah blah. So the way you get views is by tagging that person, sharing the trending article, and then people commenting on it as well. Does that make sense for everyone? I'm just doing a crash course, so let me know. I feel like I need more keto. So that's how you're going to want to do that. And yes, it's going to be a slow build. The only way you're going to really grow your page is by boosting, and that's a whole nother animal I'll get to in a little bit. But you want to boost your own content. But getting into a routine of sharing articles over and over and over again to your business page and your personal page is how you're going to grow your business. Also, what you're going to want to do is you're going to share your business page links to whatever your posts on your regular page. So I have Kiss Keto, that's mine. I share my Kiss Keto stuff to my personal page. So my friends in my network also will see what I'm posting on my business page as well. Does that make sense? Anyone have any questions so far? Feel free to unmute.
I do.
Yes.
A lot of times when I share from my business page to my personal page, I get nothing. And a handful of I have, 100 or 200 people that have already liked my business page. I get that they may not be seeing it. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know if you had any comments on that.
Okay, so when it comes to that stuff, like, how is your business page set up? Like, do you have everything? I guess before I even should have went into this step one should be, you guys should have all of your business pages stuff all filled out. It should have the key, like in the back end of it on the settings, it should say like be geared towards keto people, paleo, low carb, that kind of thing. I'll go into my business manager is going to look a lot different than yours. But I'll show you the back end of mine. It should have everything filled out as much as possible. Just give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, in terms of that, Danny, like how many people do you have on your page that like it so far? Live comments. Danny, do you have
well, if this big, what did you say? I'm sorry, did you ask me a question? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it's okay. So how many people like your business page so far?
2,481.
And how frequently are you posting on that page versus your page, and how consistently?
I have been consistent in the past. Before this last week, there was a little bit of a dip in time frame that I was posting, but for various reasons, I am now focusing only on my business page because basically I'm not really getting much engagement on keto posts outside of my Prove It community on my personal page. So I feel like I have to just go a different route for right now. So I'm really focused on my business page.
Yeah, so
and I might be a different animal, so I don't want to derail everything.
No, it's okay. This is why we're doing it, so it's not a big deal. I'm gonna just quick screen share. So do you guys go into the back end of your websites? All of you have this under your settings. So Here's your page. This is not going to look like your standard page, and I'm sorry I don't have a better example, but because I do this professionally, so I have like 4 or 5 accounts. You're going to want to go into your settings. I think this is the same anyway, regardless. Back here, all of this stuff should be filled out correctly. And I can't see. So people can comment or like contact you privately. You have the tagging ability. These are all defaults. So all of this should be filled out correctly. But just go through here and audit everything and make sure that it's the same or like set up correctly. And then your preferred page audience. This is important to get stuff. See, I even need to change this. Like I have Atkins diet, Paleolithic diet, and biohacking. Like that doesn't really mean anything. So I should edit it. And our target market's not really 25. It could be, but it's not. Usually it's 30. So you can put interest in here, low carb. And then I'm not going to do it all here, but like low carb diet. These are all things that you guys want to add here because it's your preferred page audience. So it will show to more people. And then if you do a hashtag or two or tag some people or tag your source for wherever you do your own articles from, it will be shown to more people. I need to do this, but, prove it. Oh, prove it's not one of them. So there you go. I think when I did this, I saved it or I just did it really fast. Does that make sense? Does that help you guys at all for right now?
Yes.
Did you guys know that you could do that?
Probably, but I haven't been in that setting, in that page in the back office of my page in a while. So
yeah, so you're going to just want to, that's like a number one thing for sure. Okay. I think that will significantly help you, Danny, going in the back end and changing some settings. And I can obviously help you a little bit more one-on-one.
Okay. Thank you.
So being consistent and, really just tagging other people from outside sources and really being a lifestyle brand versus more or less being a sales page is really going to help you guys. If you guys I've already started doing this because when I first started this business, I had no training or like at all. And I was just so amped about prove it that I just threw it up there, not knowing that you shouldn't say it. But I've now actually, you're welcome, Tish. I've actually stop saying it so much. I do say it because the cat's out of the bag, but my posts since last week have been really just not blasting it all out there. Examples of how to best do advertising on post, peak time, target audiences, budgets, and where to start. Holly, this is for you. So, okay, this is in terms of boosting and advertising and stuff like that. Before you guys start paying money to Facebook, I want you guys to do at least 1 week of 2 posts a day on your business pages because that will get you into a consistent routine. And you guys can schedule out your posts. You can go on to like Google or wherever you're sourcing your stuff and free schedule a whole bunch of stuff. So this is just really important because it gives you, I'm guilty of it too. I don't have time to do it. I've clients and then prove it and a team of girls that are super needy and I need to help them. But you guys can go back here. So instead of your settings section, you'll go to publishing tools and you can go to scheduled posts and you can post up to a year's worth of content in here. Ideally, you want to do a base of 2 a day, and then 1 should be an outbound link, and then 1 should be a lifestyle link. So of your own, something that you would share on your personal page could also be scheduled to share on your personal page. I think we should really honestly skip boosting for right now, unless you guys really feel like you want to talk about it. The only reason why I'm saying that is because we're so 101 that it's going to be a waste of your time, money, and resources to try and even hack how to do page boosts if you guys aren't doing this first. Does that make sense? And feel free to chime in. Sorry, chime in and interrupt at all at any point. Joe, shh. Sorry. Hey. Joe.
He agrees. He agrees.
So nice. Joe, come here. Bubby. Sorry, I'm going to mute. Okay, I think I got quiet, maybe. Thank you. Can you just take them, maybe? It's all good. Forget it. Thank you. Okay, sorry guys. Joe just loves attention, I guess. Okay, are we in agreement that I shouldn't cover ads right now? I mean, I'm happy to if you want, but I just think where everyone's at right now, the 101 stuff, it's just, I spent a lot of money. I spent over $200 wasting ads, and I know what I'm doing. So I just think it's just, until you guys get into a consistent schedule, we can do this again next week or 2 weeks from now until you guys get in the hang of like stuff like that. And Danny, you asked Facebook traffic times for personal and business pages. So,
Because I think that relates to the scheduling too.
yes. So there is a tool. It's called Hootsuite.
It's called what again?
I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna share my screen. Hootsuite. It's very user friendly, and it's free. You guys can see my screen, right? Because when I share my screen, I can't see you. So this is just a client's, but it's the free version. So you'll be able to go in here. And this is also another scheduling way to do it. But the way you do this, you can schedule on here, and then you can do this thing. It's called auto schedule, and it will automatically schedule for your optimal times. But you need to do this consistently before it really gives you an like a good time, because it needs to start reading your posting schedule and where your audience is. So it needs a week to really get the data down of what you're doing. But it's really easy. You just link up all of these. You just link up, you can link up Twitter and stuff, but don't do that. Just do your own Facebook, but it will schedule automatically the optimal times if you turn this on. And then you do auto schedule and it will do that. Valerie, I put it in the social media questions chat, the link to get that.
So when you Mandy, when you schedule it in there, you don't actually pick a day and time, or you do, and then it will take over?
Yeah, so you can go to your settings here, and then you can do schedule up to however many you want, and then schedule up to 1, 2. So if you do one a day between 8 and 7, it will choose whatever one that you pick. It will schedule it one time per day between 8 and 7, or whatever times you choose.
Got it.
I wish there was like a concrete way to tell you exactly. It really just depends on your audiences, and it's a very customized per business. So I'm doing very general. Obviously I can help whoever needs to, but like these are just things that, again, goes back to consistency and value marketing, and just really being consistent with what you're posting. And then the more consistent you are, the more analytics you'll have, and then the more you'll be able to tweak and trial and error from there. So there's Hootsuite. It's really, again, easy to set up. And then again, with your publishing, you can go to your back end of your page again, to your Facebook, and you'll have insights. So this gives you a really awesome way to see who's looking at your page when. You can go in and see who likes your page, what kind of people, over time. So really getting familiar with all of these things are really more important than paying for ads. And anyone can feel free to interrupt me at any point if you have questions. I'm just trying to give you guys an overview. Okay. So this just shows, my web clicks and stuff like that. It's not much because I don't have a call to action, but here are my post analytics. This, when you go into posts, it shows when your fans are online, your post types, top posts from pages you watch. So you can go in here and add pages. Keto Girl, all of your people that you would like to be like, you can add them here. So I'm going to put her watch page, and you can add up to 4.
And so why are we doing that?
You can do that because you can see what types of posts she's making or whoever your competitor is and be like, okay, she made a post on the Swedish Council for Health Technology something. It got 613 something reactions, comments, or shares. I'm going to want to take this post.
Oh, and say thank you, ketogenic girl, like you were saying earlier.
And then share it to my page. You can share it, yeah. But it's from like the Men Health something. But you can see what your other people are doing or your competitors are doing and see that. I would actually do keto, like I would do Sarah and Brian's page to see what they're sharing and share it across yours. That could be something you do just for reference point. I wouldn't constantly do it, but they do get high engagements because somebody.
Oh, there he is.
Somebody that vibes with maybe Sarah and Brian might vibe better with you and want to reach out to you more. It's not a competition thing. It's just, people are watching keto and maybe haven't bought yet and maybe likes your content a little bit more. Again, not a competition thing. It's just, the same reason why you pick a doctor. They might be equally qualified, but you just personally connect with a page better than someone else. Sorry, Sarah, I don't mean to, pin people against each other. It's just an example of, and then you give shout outs to, ketogenic girl. Of course, like she believes that exogenous ketones are a scam, but I'll take her comment and give her compliments if somebody wants to come over my page and try exogenous ketones. So, but yeah, these are excellent tools just to really give you an idea. And then here is when your fans are online. So it really gives you an idea of what time of day you can start posting as well. So a lot of mine are online at 9 o'clock. No one's obviously on at 3 a.m., but I get 474 at 9. And then 4 p.m. and then a lot of people at 9. So these are just ways to do it as well. I would start just getting into Hootsuite, or if you're not wanting to learn a whole new platform, you can go back into the publishing tools and use those insights and be like, okay, most people are on at whatever time. I'm going to start posting at that time, but I wouldn't do 9 o'clock on the dot. I would do 8:53. Something like that. Okay. So, sorry, scrolling up. But again, you're not going to have those insights until you guys are really like super consistent. So, yeah. All right, going to peak times. Keywords Facebook flags. Okay, so things that Facebook will flag are talks about weight loss claims. You're gonna lose 55 pounds in a day with this product. Does that make sense? Like you can't make income claims, product claims, stuff like that. But if you guys are really doing value marketing instead of product marketing, you're not going to kind of run into these issues. But yeah, promising that in ads or anything else, but we're not going to go into ads. You can't say those types of things. So I hope that covers that.
Mandy, what kind of pictures is Facebook flagging now?
Flyers. Stop posting flyers. That looks so bad. So bad. Because again, the minute someone sees a flyer, they're like, nope, I'm being sold to. It's just an instant red flag. We're all being constantly sold to. So when I see like a prove it flyer, it's just like not good. So you guys want to really try to start creating your own images. I posted in the Boss Babes thing, this girl, she is giving away free social media graphics, but there's another tool called Canva. I will put it in the questions group as well. This is free. I'm just bringing it up right now. So this is just something, it's really cool. You can just sign up. You can create a social media post. I pay for it because I need to have custom graphics and stuff, but it's really cool because you can do an Instagram post or a Facebook post. The Instagram dimensions and the Facebook dimensions show on Facebook and Instagram the same, so it's not a big deal. But somebody had mentioned about how Rose Boyle makes really cool graphics. Well, this is how. She just takes these templates, and all of them say free. There's some of them say free and some of them say you have to pay for them. Some of the elements are paid, but they're only $1. But here you can create something like this and go, it's really intuitive. Well, it's intuitive when my computer works. I just have a lot running at the same time, so I apologize. You can do MVP and then change this. You can change the colors and then change, you know, move it around or whatever. And then it's just really cool because you can do that. I wouldn't recommend spending tons of time because this is a time suck. You should be working on growing your business and not graphics. But if there is a sale or something, you can quick go in here and be like, and grab a template and change it. Okay. You guys good? What can I do? Is there anyone else out there that wants to ask questions besides Danny? I love it, Danny. It's fine, but no? Come on, guys. Everyone always has. Hi.
I hopped in kind of late.
It's okay. I'm recording.
So I'm glad you recorded this. I've been using Later, Later.com some.
Okay.
And also, what's the other one called? Insta Plus IO. But I'm not sure I'm satisfied with that. But that's a way to get extra likes to your page. Like you can set a campaign and it goes out and electronically gets likes. What's your opinion on those?
They're fake likes and they're not going to bring you sales. So why would you pay for fake views when they're not going to translate?
Okay, yeah.
They're robots, and there's like a huge. It's against. Is it for Instagram or Facebook? Or I'm just not familiar with it. I just know there's robo tools, but it's just not. You're paying for likes.
Yeah.
And like why? Yes, you have to go the long route from A to B, but I would rather take the long route and develop a relationship with someone and be like, okay, I have 1,500 likes, but not a single person is gonna pay me any money because you're not.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple people actually text me and say, "Are you a real person?" And I was like, "Yep, I sure am." And they were like, "Oh, good, I love your stuff." But I noticed that people were kind of curious whether I was a real person or not.
So that also devalues you because people don't trust you.
Yeah.
When you're already starting a relationship off with, "Are you a real person?" That doesn't speak to you or your brand or what you represent. You're
right.
You know, you're just like, it just devalues you.
Yeah.
And you know, you want to develop a personal relationship. So, in terms of getting licensed stuff on Instagram, so I have a course that I took that is actually really, really awesome. It is. I will share it with you. Forewarning, I am an affiliate, but it is something that you can do in an afternoon. That if Instagram is your platform. That being said, you guys need to focus on one platform and get really, really good at it. So I just think where you guys seem to all be right now is to be focused just on Facebook. But if you feel more comfortable or want to do Instagram and you are more visual, Instagram is a really good place to do it. I just think the demo for Instagram overall isn't really where you want to be. I don't know if people oppose that or have had success. I just personally don't really think it's a platform for what we're doing, but I could be totally wrong. I just don't personally suggest it for where everyone is at social media knowledge wise. Does anyone have opinions on that, or is anyone finding success on that? Don't be shy.
What about Twitter? Is that a good platform?
Again, I think that you guys should be really focused on, just because Facebook is basically social media 101 and all of your connections are already on here. Plus it's an easy way to start chats, throw three-ways at people in 3 ways. It's just a really good built-in platform for sales and doing your, like, what's your plan on Twitter? Instead of me telling you, why don't you come to me at a plan of action and I can maybe tell you if it's good or not. Anyone? I don't even know who asked that.
It was me. I don't really have a plan of action. I was just simply asking if that was a good platform. You know how you were saying Instagram's more of just like a visual thing. I didn't know how Twitter was in
Yeah, so
when dealing with that, like if Twitter was good or not.
for me and for what we're doing right now, and if this was me not even being in the business, I would recommend the same thing. Your business is already on Facebook because you already have eyeballs in your network. You can grow your business page by doing a consistent value marketing campaign, just by being consistent and sharing and tagging. And I think, oh, Sandy, your dog is so cute. I think that's going to be a really good way. It just, when it comes to these other satellite platforms, you're going to basically have to take your followers from Twitter to a way to 3-way. And I'm not saying that that's bad. It's just, you just have to be able to then require someone to jump on the phone. Whereas on Facebook, you already have people there. So focusing on one thing, getting really good at it, and then expanding is way better than trying to cast your net out a million things and catch nothing. So I hope I covered that okay. Okay, Sue. Any questions so far, guys, with what I covered? What does it mean to build interest, and how do I do that? So basically that goes back to providing value. So you're just going to want to create curiosity posts. I know we beat the dead horse on that word, but it really is, what's this pink drink? Or for instance, I created a unicorn drink alternative with my Max. So I took a picture of Max and then I put it side by side with a Starbucks unicorn thing, and I hashtagged it. I made my own unicorn drink, and I also hashtagged it unicorn drink. I got a lot of likes on it because people were like, oh, what is she talking about? Like, how can that be close to the Starbucks thing? And people just commented on it, wanted to know what it's like. So that's how you just create curiosity, by not letting your entire cat out of the bag, by saying, I'm a prover. You create cool posts with your product that someone's going to be able to steal your recipe or be able to do, like going for a long walk or playing with your family while you have a pink drink. Does that make sense, guys? Val, that's a really good question you asked. When posting videos, is it best to go live or pre-record or upload? Are they all the same view rate? Okay, so when you go live, it is really important. Like, if you guys are not doing lives, you're doing yourself a disservice. I hate doing them. I just hate doing them. I actually am really nervous doing this. So if I feel like I'm rambling, just tell me. I just don't like the non-human contact, and I don't like talking to like a whole audience. But it's really an amazing way to get a ton of views in a short amount of time. And it's also a good way to engage with people and have a dialogue back and forth. Ask somebody in your upline to maybe do a joint one with you. And if you guys look at my pages, like, I've started to do stuff with like authorities, like doctors or knowledgeable people that can talk about ketogenic, because people are going to, at some point, or already are, like me, in my case, tired of me talking about keto and how great it is. So you want to bring in, just as if you would do a third-party validation, you would third-party validate on a live video. My next one, I'll likely bring on my cousin who lost 57 pounds. If he'll do it, I want to do it, and talk to him about his lifestyle and how it's changed, and how he does the ketogenic diet, but he also uses the exogenous ketones, because a lot of my audience is people that are low carb, that don't want to use exogenous ketones because of, I can do it on my own. So I'm really trying to break that mold and create content towards them, to prove that, if you just give it a try for 5 days, you might change your mind. So I just get a ton of views just by going live. If you don't feel comfortable going live, the next best thing is to pre-record a video and upload it directly to Facebook. When you record a video and upload it to YouTube and then share it to Facebook, Facebook is going to throttle that, because it considers it an outbound link to video, because Facebook is focusing on more video platforms. So if you upload a native video to Facebook, that is why you'll get more views over something that is posted to YouTube and then the link posted to your Facebook page. Does that make sense? But your live videos are a really good way to connect to your audience. I 100% believe that. And also, when I did a Facebook Live a couple months back, and I bawled like a baby because I was telling my story, and I was really embarrassed, but I got a ton of videos, and honestly, I got no sales out of it. But I always hear a lot of people now, I got no sales out of it then, the day I needed it. But 3 or 4 months later now, I've been following your story. Hey, I saw your live video of where you cried. I get a lot of that. So yes, it might not happen when you're trying to rank up, but people are watching. So I am 100% guilty of being frustrated that I feel like no one's watching my content, but people are. You just have to give them time to want to extend their hand out. So keep that in mind too when you're posting. You always want to offer someone an opportunity to extend their hand to you by not selling to them, but by offering them an opportunity to be better. So that covers that, right? Anyone else on videos?
That's awesome. I had somebody just tell me last week, right before the end of the month, last month, somebody I went to high school with,
Yeah.
she said, I've been watching you for a year, and I know I told you no the first time you asked me about ketones, but I talked to this other girl the other day about ketones, and she said I should really try it, and she wanted to give me samples, but you're the one who talked to me first, so I came back to you. And she purchased $800 worth of ketones because her and all of her friends want to do it, but none of them want anybody to know. It's like a big secret. So she's like, don't tag me. Don't tell anybody what I'm doing. But if you hadn't asked me a year ago, I would have probably just bought it from the first person that said something.
Right. See, okay, so let's dissect that for 1 second. 1, I've been watching you. 2, I heard it from a friend. And those are the two that I just picked out. I mean, I'm missing one, but they've been watching you and they heard it from a friend, and and now they have all their friends. So it really is the connect and third-party validation. I didn't do third-party validation almost ever my first month either, but now I do it a lot, and I do it for all my girls, and if a girl doesn't throw me in a chat, I don't think she's working, because it's 100%. If you're not doing that, I can't stress that enough. That's more important than any social media content that you will ever have. If you have a lead, don't close them. And even Dustin Schaefer says that. And he just says, don't close anyone, no matter what you know. So, thanks for sharing that, Annette.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Annette, in terms of the text to the ads, I think you shared, sorry if you hear grass, my mom's cutting the grass. In terms of getting videos, text on videos, I don't know how to do that. That's definitely, Rose hired a company to do her Facebook ads. Again, I think she's been in this business for a long time, and she's definitely exhausted all of she just does a lot of like keto. So I think she's just trying to get more people in her network. So hiring someone out, it's not a bad option, but I wouldn't, again, pay anyone a dime until you're really consistent with your own brand and your own pages first. But when you do a Facebook ad and it's a video and you upload it to Facebook, it will pre-do captions for you for closed captioning for people that are deaf. So that automatically does it, and you can change them. But in terms of doing that for a video, you're going to have to do like a video editor software. I know iMovie does it, and I did it on like a GIF, but it's not easy, and it really is a time suck. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, time's money, and I don't want to waste time creating a bunch of graphics and putting text on GIFs unless it's a really good one. So, is it a good idea to link Instagram and Facebook, and Instaplus and later.com to do posting? So if you're having success on Instagram, by all means, continue to do it. When you're doing hashtags and hashtag research, do not, on Instagram only use hashtags that are used only 5,000 times and no more than 500,000 times. So if you're doing a hashtag keto and has 1.2 million hashtags, that's a waste of a hashtag, and you only have 30 because no one's going to see that. So you're going to want to do low carb life, low carb living. Like, I'm just throwing things out there. I don't really know the research on that, but anything between that's 5,000 and 500,000 will likely be better seen. And if it's high quality versus something that has 1 million and is already at the top. I can do a whole crash course on Instagram. I just don't have the time. But again, I just think for where you're at right now, if Instagram's working, by all means, but sticking to Facebook and really getting consistent on this, I think it's going to be better serving you. Not sure who asked this, but how do we get people to click through our website and order? If I knew the answer to that, I would not be doing the Zoom. I would be with Michael Rutherford, hanging, being a legend, and, not having emotional breakdowns during sales. So I really don't know the answer to that question, but I do know by providing value to someone, it will make people want to click your link. But I wouldn't be putting your links in your stuff. I would be creating curiosity, having people comment, and then sending your links in private, because again, putting links up doesn't really, it makes you look like you're a salesperson. Sarah, how do you make a link? I think I covered that with you. I'm not really sure if I did. Dana, US changing profile pictures and getting a lot of engagement increases the traffic on things. How you post soon after that. Do you think it's valid? Okay, so can you just tell me what you mean? Like you change your profile?
Yeah, so somebody told me the other day, well, actually one of my promoters, she said that she heard that with the algorithms, if you change your profile picture and get a lot of interaction with that, then the posts that follow tend to get more traffic, or Facebook puts them out more. But then after I asked the question in there, I was thinking, well, that seems like it's true for any post. It's like when you post a post and you get a lot of interaction, then you post another one, it just seems like sometimes it gets more, and then if you stop posting, it kind of dials back a little bit. So yeah. I don't know.
So what you can do to get some re-engagement, and this actually is a good idea for your business page, I would change your business pages posts or your photos maybe like once a month or something, just to like start back up. Also, I don't want to screen share again because I'm liking talking to you, but when you change your Facebook business page, it will give you, when you click on anyone's Facebook business page or anyone's page at all, it says more info, and it's an opportunity for you to write a caption in there. So provide someone maybe like, hey, check out my new keto recipe, and have it not even related to your photo, but like because you changed your profile picture, someone's going to click on your picture and look at it, and then they're going to see that text. So do a call to action or something.
In the when you change the picture, you mean in the text caption that you're able to put something there or whatever? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll screen share.
I'm almost positive I know what you mean, but
yeah, but just for other people too, because they might not know. But it's a good idea. Even with your profile pictures, guys, like you guys can change all of your profile pictures. Watch, everyone's gonna change their profile pictures tonight. But I'm probably bad at this too.
I did mine yesterday.
I saw that you had long hair. So when you guys change, oh, see, look, I don't even have it. See, I'm not always 100% too, but I also threw this up because now I need to come back and do audits. But yeah, you can add a description here and then say something about who you are, what you're like.
Mm-hmm.
This is a huge opportunity. And then here too. So when you change your banner, you can change your banner to a keto recipe or some cool picture, add a description of the recipe, and then be like, for more info, send me a PM, and then go from there. A million. I'm just going to show you guys too on your own regular pages if you don't have your business pages set up. It's the same thing. So I just tagged my friend, but I could change my picture. And even if it's for one day and you guys, there's a sale, I don't know, just brainstorm that. If there's a sale or something, do an engaging picture on your profile picture and then write something cool there, but don't do the sale. Do a cool picture of like keto chocolate milk and then put the recipe and be like, PS, it's 25% off today. Send me PM or something like that. Or do that anytime when there's no sale, and then don't always have to show your face. It's just an opportunity to deliver some info. Okay, back to the questions. Anybody got any questions or anything so far while I'm just gabbing on? I feel like I'm just talking and
I do.
Sure, go ahead.
I have a question.
Yep.
So my business page, I've struggled kind of coming up with a name. Do you recommend coming up with something separate? Like Mike Beal and Mike Rutherford, their fan pages are their name, right? So should it be something like clever, not our name? Or is having it your name?
So I was going to do Ketone Bliss because I'm obsessed with the word bliss, because I think you should follow your bliss. Like that's just my mantra. But I started studying, I'm starting to get my primal certification and started getting involved in the low carb groups, and everyone overcomplicates this whole situation. So mine's Kiss Keto, keep it super simple keto, and that's where mine came from. But that came from doing this for a little while. So you guys really need to hone in on what is important to you, what resonates with you. I don't really think the title really matters all that much. I think you need to do what aligns with you and your brand and what direction you're going. So if you want to, we can spitball real quick just as examples for the group. Like, what is something that what's your gut feeling tell you? Sorry,
I muted myself. My kids are in and out of the kitchen. I honestly I don't know. I'm a mom and I have 2 young kids, and I just want to teach people how to be better, whether it be low carb, whether it just be getting rid of sugar, or I'm a nurse practitioner too. So I love educating people just on nutrition and, little hacks they can do to change their lifestyle to make things better. So I'm not strict ketogenic myself.
Yeah.
But it kind of, I guess I'm more low carb, high fat sort of approach to my lifestyle. But
yeah,
just.
But what about in life?
I think
Can I throw in what I think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. I think the clever names are really cool, But then I got thinking, one day I was like, if you think of Tony Robbins, Joseph McClendon III, they don't have a inspirational name behind them. They are their brand. Their name is their brand.
Yeah.
So that when I thought of that a while back, I changed my business page to just my name. Because I'm like, well, people will probably remember Kinsey Howe and not the Keto Crew, because I named it Keto Crew first with me and my kids.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm totally
No, I mean, it
not
realistically,
thinking
but,
right.
but then you think of like McDonald's or Panera Bread, like what does that mean? You know what I like? It really, I don't know. I'm really bad at freestyling per se, but I just think it really just depends. It's the person behind it, regardless of what the name is and like how you celebrate the brand. So if you want to be you, then be Holly. I liked Kiss Keto because it's just, I want to go the super simple route. I could be completely wrong. I mean, that's the thing with owning a business. Like the thing with owning a business is you can pivot a million times. No one's going to see your up and down no one's ever going to see that. They're only going to see your success. So you could be, that's the thing with entrepreneurship. You could be crying in the corner. No one's going to see that until you make $1 million and no one's going to know how many times you changed your name. Like you just be consistent in what you're doing and pivot as you feel the need. That's my best advice. I mean, that's all the advice I've ever really gotten always, because I've struggled with trying to start something over and over again, but I'm finally actually doing something consistently. I think that's important, just to continue to keep doing things a million times until something.
Where's your drink?
Is everyone okay with that? Does that make sense for everyone? I mean,
Yeah, that was really good.
definitely like a good.
Yeah.
It's like a. It doesn't have to be so.
Yes, thank you.
There's no problem. Just like in business and life, like you're gonna. It's the whole everyone.
I don't think there's a right answer. I don't think.
There's no right answer.
Sorry.
It's whatever's good for you and your business.
I was just gonna say, I don't think there's a right answer. I mean, I think it has to do with what's in our hearts, and if it's your name, great. And like I have mine because my business name has been Nutrition the Natural Way for years, and I've always had a focus on low carb and keto, but I added the word keto because of the search, function with it, and so that was already established. But I think it's I don't know, just like whatever's in your heart is the best way to go, whether it's your name or a business, a phrase or a keto, whatever, or Kiss Keto or Kiss Mandy, or no, I'm just kidding, whatever.
Oh, someday I can walk and I'll get out there again. Thanks. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's a personal decision, and that's, it really just depends. It's like, how many pounds am I going to lose when I drink this stuff? You don't really know until you just do it. Okay. Go ahead and chime in, guys. I think did I get everyone's questions? I'm not really seeing any more.
I have a really quick question, and I hopped on like 8 minutes late, so you might have already touched on this, but it just popped in my head.
Sure.
So when I make a post, it seems like it's all Prove It people that see it.
Yeah.
What do I have to do to get non-Prove It people to see it?
I'm struggling with this too, because everyone's like, comment on my stuff, and I'm personally doing that because I just really want the engagement, and I'm really actually trying to find the answer to that, because I don't have this pod problem. Pods are like comment pods for like where everyone wants to do engagement on your stuff. I don't have this problem with clients because I get new followers every day. But when it comes to like personal pages and business pages, we all are just such a big community that we want to like each other's pages, but I think we're doing each other a disservice by that happening. But it also is a double-edged sword, because if none of us do it, then it doesn't get shown to anyone. So like I could have a dead link, no one comments on it, and then there's no engagement. I think I've been hearing to stop adding prove it people to your pages. Like if people send you a friend request, like I know we all want to be friends, but Facebook's now reading all of that data that we all are provers and we don't have a community outside of that. So it's constantly showing it to each other. I don't have a direct, I'm struggling with that too. So I don't really have the correct answer for that. As soon as I find it, I will. It's test. I mean, I'm fortunate enough, I need to get back and better on my business page, but I'm trying to like grow on that and not really blast stuff out. But this is where I think the live videos come in and really creating content that will be forced to be shown to other people that aren't just texts. And I think you guys can do, if you don't want to do a live video, just videos in general, pre-recorded even, we'll start showing things because video is way better than just text. But I know that's like a shitty answer, but I don't really have like a professional answer to that. I feel dumb that.
No, that's good. That's
it's just
no,
it's
no.
like,
I was just curious if anybody had.
because yeah, it's like, okay, well, I've been asking people to do it, and then all I have is like Jeremy Thornton, Danny, and like 5 other prover people, and not a single, or some of my customers. So how do I reach? That's like the same question, like how do I get people to buy? It's like if I knew that answer, I would be crushing it right now, you know. But I think live videos is going to be a huge thing, and even if the live videos are not prover related, and you're just like hanging at the gym or something that you're doing a live video, hey, I'm at a concert, or just whatever, to get more eyeballs on your page, period, that will drive up engagement from outside people that wouldn't normally be engaging. And then once Facebook starts showing them to outside people, I think it will combat the algorithm a little bit more to where, okay, well, I did this live video and 50 people commented that don't normally comment. So now your next couple posts, I'm going to show it to them, but don't go right back into prover stuff. Continue on that path with live videos. And then it should start to show more people, I think. I mean, that was my plan of action. That's what I've been doing with these live videos. Like I had some girl in Australia the other day who I haven't talked to in years. She just messaged me and just ordered because she had seen my live videos, but I haven't talked to her in forever. So I just think that's a good way to just, you know, poke your audience a little bit, I think, for lack of a better word. Does that answer
Awesome.
somewhat?
Yeah.
But but again, this like goes back to trial and error, because that's what Facebook is, and the whole algorithm. If all these social media marketers hacked it, we would all be doing awesome and not having these Zooms right now, you know? So finding out what works for you is really fun. But again, it goes back to being consistent. Being consistent and making pivots based on what you're finding is working for your own page and your own audience, because everyone here doesn't speak to the same demographic. So, because like Danny, I think your audience would be way different than mine, right? Or
I don't know what your audience is, but maybe.
I mean, yeah. Well, just because you have more, just more like patience, I guess, and mine's like more. I don't know.
I have no patience. Clients. I have clients, but I don't have any patience.
Sorry. Yeah.
In more ways than one, trust me.
Yeah, well, yeah, patience is definitely a test these days. Okay, what else, guys? Please definitely ask questions. I mean, I'm here and I want to help. So, I'm not like the all-knowing, let's all make sales wizard, but I can help at least hack some things. And my energy is not like Michael Rutherford, so I apologize. No? Are we dead?
Mandy, I want to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for putting out this information for us.
No problem. And like, I mean, I just threw a bunch at you. So, I mean, we can let you marinate on it and then you have the chat. So if we need to jump back on, I'm obviously, anytime, obviously willing to do it. It's fine. I know I'd been saying it for a couple weeks. It's just like, get your questions together and I'll answer them. I just don't want to spend time building a whole presentation when it's just not, I could be covering one-on-one stuff. I just didn't know where you guys were at. So as questions come up, feel free to either PM me or just ask in the group and then I'll get to them. I might not get to them like right that same minute, but I'll get to them for sure. So, and then always just do @MandyPodlesny so I know it pings me, because the sale killed me, because now I have a whole bunch of girls, which is great, but they're all needy and need to be trained. So I'm in the onboarding process, but yeah, so whatever I could do, I'm happy to help. So I always just ask.
Okay.
Did you guys walk away with at least some good nuggets to at least start training? And then should we touch base in a week once you guys get consistent? And then I'm sure once you guys jump into either Canva or Hootsuite or something like that, you guys might have questions, but I think you got some homework to do for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. All
Thank
right.
you so much. This was awesome.
No problem. I'm happy to help. Next time I'll drink more keto, so I'll be like more amped up, but but yeah, I hope you guys have value out of it. And again, if you need anything, just shoot me a text or whatever. So
Thanks, Mandy.
no problem. Bye guys.
Bye. Bye, everyone.